Good afternoon.
Hi there, what's occurring? Well, we're on our way down to Pentywyn Sands, so today we stopped in the Highwayman Inn on the way down.
There's a mouse, there's a mouse! Oh, what's occurring? Yeah, it's lush, really nice place.
The most unusual pub in Britain, apparently. It's just open, 6 o'clock, but we've been here since about 3:30, so we've had a few pints in the garden. I had a chat with the landlord, you'll see him later. But what a wonderful little pub.
Yeah, Bruce and Sal, isn't it?
Yes.
And we met another couple as well. They came to join us because the pub wasn't open, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. So we only charged them £2 a can as well. But they were happy enough with that. But they were, so we're going in for food now.
And this is their bike. The friends that we just, well, met earlier. Harley Davidson. It's lush.
There's a mouse.
There's a mouse! There's a mouse! Houses round here, beautiful, aren't they? So now the pub is open.
Britain's most unusual pub. But forgive the others.
So let's have a look in here. Right here, what are we going to do?
Greeting seat.
Greeting seat.
Hiya.
Wow.
Can you need put the glass on the box?
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. What are you in trouble much for that?
Lovely pub.
Quaint, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it?
Wow.
You see where
I found your seat, love. No, it's just a seat in the corner away from everybody else.
Oh.
Go sit in the naughty corner, go on. There we go.
There. Bugger off, a lot of it. Bugger off.
So unusual, isn't it?
Oh, look, recording.
Yes,
You can be on YouTube.
Do you want to go? I've just videoed your bike, your Harley.
Oh, did you?
So do you want to introduce yourselves? These are the retro base that we were having a good this afternoon.
Hi, I'm Andy.
There's Andy.
Hi, I'm Peggy.
And Andy and Peggy. No, you've been here before then.
I've been here before, yeah.
But you haven't, this is your first time.
No, and you have to come here. It's an experience. It is incredible.
It's a good place.
Fabulous, let's have a look at the food now.
Hi, my name's Sally, and we are now in the Highwayman Inn at Sourton, which is considered to be one of Britain's oldest and most unusual inns. I've been here since 1958. My parents bought it and we moved here when I was a child, and then there wasn't much trade here, so my father, Buster Jones from Cardiff, well, Penarth actually, had to do something to get some trade, so he started to alter the place a little bit, and there wasn't much here really to speak of. It had been a farm, and they just had sold beer and cider and earned a little bit of money during the tourist season. So my father set to work changing the place a little bit. We were going to stay for 2 years. It was a project that him and my mother had, and we're still here. Happily still here, I may say. The pub's very unusual, and it's a bit of fun as well. We're in the coach cabin lounge now. The hideaway bar is the other side of the inn, which is where the Minotaur is. Behind me down this passageway, where the ghost is meant to walk at 10 AM by the way, we have a galleon bar, which is named after my mother, called the Rita Jones's Locker Bar. I think my father felt he had to give her a little bit of credit for all the dust and everything she had to put up with when he was renovating it. So there's the locker bar, the hideaway bar, and the coach cabin lounge, which we are sat in now. The Rita Jones's Locker Bar was built to the size virtually of my mum. My mum was 5'1", so everything was, the bar was dedicated to her, and it was modelled to her size. I'm 5'8½", so for me, and my father was 6 foot. It was a nightmare working in it, but for my mum, she absolutely loved it. It's made up of all sorts of things, railway sleepers. There's some wood from a cooperage, which forms the sort of bow shape of the bar. And at the very end, the door is from the last wooden boat to be built in England, called the Diana. And you can see in there also a picture of the Diana. She was a whaling boat, built to save the whaling fleet, I think in about 1867. She was half sail and half steam. And that really is one of the focal parts of that bar. Opposite to that is a natural piece of wood in the shape of a sea monster. So it's a nice balance between the two. The boat was a fantastic boat. 19 crew members perished on her penultimate voyage. They didn't drown, they died of scurvy, including the sea captain, who was, or the ship's captain rather, called Captain Grenville, I think. And they wrapped him up in tarpaulin, and then he was brought back to Hull to be buried when the ship eventually got home. Well, the wheel is partly, it's partly reconstruction and partly real. The central pillar was actually from a mill in Stamford Courtenay, the same place where the bellows behind you came from, the same little village. They both came up for sale at the same time, and the pillar was in the central pillar of the mill. The wheel was part of a ship's wheel, but it was damaged, so much of it has been reconstructed. The entrance of the inn is through the old Oakhampton to Launceston stagecoach. That's partly reconstruction now, because there was only one panel of the existing stagecoach when it was built, but it was the inspiration for the front. So you come in as if you're going through a stagecoach. We've repaired it many times, so I'm not sure how much of the original panel is left, but that was the idea of it, a bit like the pillar that holds up the ship's wheel. It's a similar connection to it. We are open at the moment from Thursday through to Sunday lunchtime, 12 till 3 and 6 till 9 on all those days except Sunday, when it's just 12 till 3. Our menu is very varied, and we do a lot of vegan and vegetarian food here. The idea is that no matter what you like to eat, whether you're a pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, flexitarian, we like to offer a lot of choice, so a whole family with different dietary requirements can come and eat together. You get a lot of families where mum and dad are perhaps vegetarian, gran and granddad are meat eaters, the kids are vegan, so we like to be able to cater for everybody, and we do a lot of gluten-free food as well. We've always welcomed people in camper vans as long as they support us in some way, long before everyone bought them during the pandemic. And the main criteria is if you come in and have a drink and a meal with us, or just a drink even, you're more than welcome. We don't have many facilities, but it's a very pretty spot. And if I wasn't a landlady in a public house, I'd love to have a motorhome myself, because I think it's great fun. And the people are very nice, you know, it's great. You're self-sufficient largely, like to explore the area. It's great, yeah, good fun. Little building outside, well, there's two actually, one in the front of the inn and one round the side. The one at the front is made out of wine vats, and there's a little shop, little curios and things like that. The other side was a little children's play area. We call it the pumpkin house. There's a big boot out the back there as well, but the little house is made out of cider vats, which any cider drinker would appreciate. And now it's a little feature. I've got my little witchy lady in there now. So it's a bit like a quirky little place to look at. But it was for children, more little children to run in and out and play in. Well, the dragon's called Blodwyn, and I bought her from a local garden centre. She was on display there and quite a star. And I was going to have a little festival, so I decided I'm going to have her on my roof. So that we called the festival the Dragon Festival, and we had some great people play. TV Smith played, for example, which was fabulous. And I really like her. In the winter months, she actually breathes, not exactly fire, she fumes a bit. She sort of breathes smoke, which is lovely for the children. Around Christmas time we light her up, and she's great.
It's the Welsh coming out of you. You might have left Wales when you were 4, but...
You know, you can take the girl out of Wales, but you can't take Wales out of the girl. You have to appreciate that pubs have had a very difficult time during the pandemic. I was closed for nearly 2 years. So we welcome motorhomers, obviously. It's the thing at the moment anyway, but we would like you, one, to be respectful, i.e. phone and book. It's not a big area for you to enjoy, but it's a nice area, and we like to be able to put you in the right place so that it's great for everybody. So please book in advance if you can, or let us know in some way. It can be fairly last minute, that's fine, and support us. So no turning up at 10 o'clock at night when we're closed, basically, because you can't get to enjoy the inn, which we want you to. I think you would like it, because motorhomers are pretty zany. You know, I think you'd enjoy the place and we'd enjoy having you.
Thank you ever so much, Sally,
Yeah, my
and all the
pleasure.
best for the future.
Thank you, and you. Happy motorhoming. What's occurring?
So I've just come into the pub now and I met some very interesting people.
Hi.
So, hi. So what's your names then?
Emma.
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 Žygimantas.
Katerina. Martynas. Jokūbas.
Looking for adventure and nice sights. We have friends living in Brighton, and we came a long way from Lithuania. Took a flight, and then rented a camper, and having lots of fun here in the Cornwall area.
Fabulous,
Believe me,
fabulous.
that's true. Cornwall is an adventure, and perfect sights everywhere. Like this place, like this cafe, and we just enjoy the people, the tastes, and the sights.
St. Michel's
We visited
Mount.
St. Michel's Castle, a mountain. It took the whole day. We ate fish and chips.
For the first time.
For the first time. Yeah,
Fabulous. You're enjoying
Well,
yourself then.
A lot.
absolutely.
Lovely. Thank you ever so much.
What's occurring?
Well, good morning,
Morning.
and we're off down to Pentew Sands this morning after our stopover in the Highwayman Inn.
And what a place it was.
What a beautiful pub. Probably the best pub I've been to. Gorgeous. And the food is lovely. Staff, Sally, Bruce and Tim, brilliant. So, excellent stopover. Highly recommended. Highly. And the scrumpy is to die for.
So yeah, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for those that have subscribed. And
And if you're watching and don't subscribe, you can just
What's occurring?
Oh, what's occurring?